Jai Shri Krishna everyone, and welcome back to Swasti Vatika, the Garden of Wellness. In today's video, I will be reading from this book titled Lakshmi Mahimaa, the Glory of Goddess Lakshmi. This book is described as a guide to the worship and adoration of Goddess Lakshmi, and it's written by Srimati Naveeta Maharaj, who has been kind enough to allow me to read some of her book for you all today. For today's video, I will be reading chapter 1 of this book, and if you'd like to have me read more, please like this video and leave a comment below. So let's begin. Chapter 1. Goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi, or Lakshmi Mata, is unquestionably one of the most revered and adored deities in the Hindu pantheon. Other devis, goddesses, such as Mother Durga and Kali, are seen as fierce warriors who protect mankind from the asuras or demons and other evildoers, and are renowned for their tremendous strength, ferocity, and capacity for destruction. Devotees seek shelter from them when evil and its consequent tribulations become overwhelming. Goddess Saraswati represents knowledge, and thus symbolizes the self-denying, rigorous, and disciplined way of the life of the student or any true seeker of knowledge. Goddess Saraswati, therefore, is austerity and sacrifice personified. Mother Lakshmi, on the other hand, represents maternal love, kindness, compassion, gentleness, and charity. She is the one whom devotees propitiate in order to be successful in their everyday lives. She is adored not only for her beautiful, charming, and loving persona, but also for what she represents. She is the goddess of wealth and prosperity, the goddess of light, purity, and beauty, the goddess of auspiciousness and good fortune. Everything that we strive for in life, such as wealth, prosperity, and success, is within her capacity to give. In addition, she is worshipped as a manifestation of the earth goddess and as the giver of food. She is also associated with the lotus, the moon, the ocean, and water. It is perhaps significant that she is closely associated with earth, light or fire, and water, 3 elements necessary to sustain life. The next section is titled Origin of Goddess Lakshmi. The origin of Lakshmi is said to have taken place at the time of the Samudra Mantana, or Kshirasagara Mantana, the churning of the ocean, which had become necessary because of the fall of Lord Indra, the king of the Devas. According to the Puranas, on one occasion, Lord Indra had fallen victim to his own pride and arrogance. Because of this, he had shown great disrespect to the powerful Rishi Durvasa, a partial incarnation of Lord Shiva, who was renowned for his ill temper. Not unexpectedly, the sage pronounced a curse upon Indra, to the effect that he would lose everything he possessed. Shortly thereafter, the asuras or demons managed to overthrow the devas and take over Amaravati, the realm of the gods. Following his defeat, Lord Indra was forced into hiding. He became despondent, his appearance became dull, and he eventually lost the radiance that had previously shone on his face. In this wretched state, Indra propitiated Lord Vishnu, who confirmed that his prosperity had deserted him because, in his great arrogance, he had been disrespectful to such an honorable and elderly person as Rishi Durvasa. He was told that if he wished to regain his kingdom, he must churn the ocean of milk, so as to obtain the divine Amrita, or the nectar of immortality, partaking of which the Devas would become invincible. He also advised him that upon completion of this task, he would be blessed with prosperity, and his aura would once again become radiant. The churning of the ocean of milk was a monumental task, which the Devas could not undertake by themselves. Thus, they were forced to declare a truce and seek the assistance of the demons in order to obtain the divine Amrita, or nectar of immortality. Together, they began to churn the ocean, using the Mandara mountain as a churning rod and the great serpent Vasuki as the rope. When the mountain began to sink into the waters, Lord Vishnu himself took the form of a giant tortoise, or as a Kurma avatar, and supported the mountain on his back. While the ocean of milk was being churned, the first product to be expelled was the deadly Hala Hala poison, which threatened to destroy the entire creation. The gods and demons appealed to Lord Shiva, who came to their rescue by swallowing the poison and holding it in his throat, thereby saving the world from certain destruction and earning the epithet Nilakanta, the blue-throated one. Following the removal of the Hala Hala poison by Lord Shiva, the ocean began to yield its treasures. Out came Surabhi, or Kamadhenu, the wish-yielding cow; Varuni, or the goddess of wine; the celestial tree Parijata, or Kalpavriksha, the wish-fulfilling tree; and Ramba, the progenitor of the divine Apsaras. Next emerged Chandra, the moon, which was placed on the forehead of Lord Shiva, followed by the Kaustubha gem and the Shankha, or conch, which were claimed by Lord Vishnu; Airavata, the winged elephant, which was taken by Lord Indra; and Uchayashrava, the white horse with a black tail, which was taken by Bali, king of the Asuras. Eventually, Dhanvantari, the divine physician, or god of medicine, emerged, bearing the nectar of immortality. Greed and selfishness overcame the Asuras, who grabbed the container of Amrita and tried to secure it for themselves. However, Lord Vishnu again came to the rescue. By assuming the form of Mohini, the enchantress, he tricked the asuras into giving up all the nectar, which he then distributed to the devas, so that righteousness once again reigned throughout creation. Mother Lakshmi was the last to appear out of the depths of the ocean, standing on a fully blossomed lotus. Because she emerged out of the motion, as did the moon, she is sometimes referred to as the daughter of the ocean, Samudra Tanaya, and the sister of the moon, Chandra Sahodari. The beauty of the goddess was incomparable. She was adorned with glittering gems and jewelry from head to toe. The ocean of milk presented her with the gift of a garland of exquisite Vijayanti flowers, which she placed around the neck of Lord Vishnu, selecting him as her consort. Thus she became known as Shri, or the goddess of prosperity. Everyone who beheld her marveled at her magnificence and extraordinary beauty. The gods began to sing her praises and showered flowers upon her. The sky elephants, Diguj, who balanced the four corners of the earth, began to pour the waters of the Ganga upon her. Lord Indra was so joyful upon seeing her that he spontaneously composed and sang the Shri Maa Lakshmi Ashtakam, a beautiful hymn to praise her. She was immensely pleased with his devotion and blessed him that, as long as he sang that hymn, she would never forsake him. Immediately his radiance returned, and he prostrated at her feet. She also declared that anyone desiring prosperity need only sing Indra's hymn every day to receive her grace. Kubera, the god of wealth, then gave her the name Lakshmi. With that being said, my dear devotees, I will stop here in this book for today, and we will definitely return to it to finish some more sections of it, because there's definitely a lot to learn from this beautiful book that was written by Srimati Naveeta Maharaj. I would like to thank her once again for allowing me to read an excerpt of her book today, and I'd like to wish you all a great week ahead. Thank you so much, and Jai Sitaram.